Hi everyone, this is TG with Health and Prosperity. Today I would like to share something really important about how to prevent hypertension or high blood pressure naturally. Or in other words, I am going to discuss 5 very healthy and very applicable approaches to prevent the risk of high blood pressure. I am not sure if you are aware of how many people in United States are affected by high blood pressure. The American Heart Association stated that about 100 million Americans have high blood pressure. And every year, about $48.6 billion goes towards treating hypertension or health conditions related with high blood pressure. Why that matter? If you think about it, high blood pressure, if it's not controlled, if it's not managed, and when it becomes chronic, and when a person with high blood pressure suffers from the complication, it will cause a lifetime health problems such as stroke, heart attack, sudden deaths, and kidney damage. All these are gonna cause a lifetime health problems. So we gotta be really mindful and conscious about and be very precautious about preventing the risk of hypertension. In some conditions, genetic conditions can be a predisposing factor, and it might be hard to avoid the genetic predisposing conditions, but you can still manage the hypertension by adding the following 5 tips in your everyday life. The number 1 associated risk factor for hypertension is obesity. Obesity is number 1. That is the biggest issue in United States and probably in the whole world. And the second one is alcoholism. Being alcoholic can really expose you and increase the risk of having hypertension. And the third one is smoking. Being a smoker can expose you have high blood pressure. And if you can handle all those 3 and improve your lifestyle, trust me, you can control the hypertension or high blood pressure. And the American Heart Association is educating the public about how to manage with healthy dietary strategy. There is an evidence-based approach which is called the DASH diet. DASH stands for Dietary Approach to Stop Hypertension. And this is a really cool way to help your hypertension or high blood pressure control. And to give a few examples, maybe a good one example would be drinking warm water mixed with 2 cloves of fresh garlic. Fresh garlic, you chop it in very small pieces and boil the water, and then pour the water into your teacup, a cup of tea size, like about 8 ounces once a day. You pour the water, you add the garlic, and then you add a teaspoon of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, and drink that once a day. That's the best. And other than that, you can always try to watch your carb intake, your high fat intake, and stick with vegetarian side and protein, and lower your carb and your fat intake. You can always go to the website where the American Heart Association brings to the public's attention, and you educate yourself. Be really proactive with that and stick with the diet that really works for you. Okay, that's the dietary approach, DASH approach. That is really evidence-based, and it worked for so many people, and it will work for you as well. And that also includes lowering your alcohol consumption. They don't say don't drink. If you don't drink, you're good. If you cannot stop drinking, you can always do 1 drink a day for a woman and 2 drinks maximum a day for a guy or a man. But it still also has to be discussed with your doctor. That's my advice to you. Exercise has a great advantage in lowering your blood pressure, and the body and mind exercise can be a life-changing for you. That's also evidence-based approach to lower your blood pressure. When you do body and mind exercise, it can also lower the stress level, and that can also help your brain work in the best way, and your cardiovascular system will benefit from that. And if you really plan quitting on smoking, that is going to change your life as well. I hear a lot about why worry about quitting smoking. We all gonna die one day anyway from something. So I really feel so sad when I hear that. For me, not all days are the same. Everybody born to live, thrive, and to live quality of life, and to die when it's time to die. These problems are caused by our lifestyle. So if it's hard for someone to modify the lifestyle and to live a quality of life that the person deserves, it's not going to make any difference in everyday life. I mean, you will still suffer the consequences. So know that these problems can be prevented, and know that you can be in a better shape. You don't want to die living a life for 20-something years in a stroke, or you don't want to die living a life for 10 and 20-something years in a dialysis life condition, getting dialysis 3 times a week. And think about this, These are the problems that are caused by uncontrolled hypertension. And also you can lose your vision, You can lose your vision because it can affect your blood vessels that goes towards your vision area. And that is also the consequence after you get a stroke or without a stroke. So please pay attention to that and monitor your blood pressure, monitor your blood pressure. Go to the nearest pharmacies. You can just check your blood pressure more than once a week for free. You can sit there and do the free blood pressure check and consult, or ask the pharmacist if you don't understand what the numbers are. and go talk to your primary doctor if you have one. If you don't have one, ask, go online and try to read and teach and educate yourself. If that is even harder for you, there are a lot of community resources. Go to your city community center and ask for health department. They can assist you on how to educate yourself and become a healthier person. So the focus of doing all these things is to increase the quality of our life, to maximize the quality of our life. That's all I have for today. To summarize our talk for today, hypertension is preventable. The 5 tips that I am sharing today with you is dietary modification. Focus on DASH diets. DASH stands for dietary approach to stop hypertension. That is number 1. Number 2, very much pay attention to your alcohol consumption. If you are alcoholic or if you like to consume more than 1 or 2 a day, just make a decision right now, today, to prevent any problems from happening in the near future. And number 3, if you're a smoker, please pay attention to that and take action today before something happens to you. And the last one is exercising, especially the mind and body exercising. Body and mind, mind and body, it's all the same. Well, that's all I have for today, and I will see you in my other videos. I hope you've got some values today. Please share the information I shared with you to your beloved friends, family members, relatives, co-workers, so they can benefit from this information to make their life better. Okay? Thank you so much. Bye for now.